All right, we are live. Okay, let me go ahead and get this show started. Oh, sorry for being late. Okay, we better get this show started. We got a lot that we're going to discuss after this countdown. Be right back. Ooh, Lord have mercy. All right, what's up? What's up? Welcome back to another episode of the Wiley Show. Wow, it's a lot that I do want to discuss in this video, and I'm definitely going to continue to discuss Whoopi Goldberg. She is. We got a lot that we're going to discuss. Okay, I just want to talk about Whoopi Goldberg first of all. She have reportedly losing $196,000 because she is on a 2-week suspension, non-paid suspension for it. So we want to definitely say, but she got plenty money. And I've always told her, I said, listen, make sure you get your own social media off the ground and start your own show, and you can recoup all your money, and then you can interview A-list celebrities on your own show. You don't necessarily have to work with The View. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to necessarily work with The View at all. In my humble opinion, now we have been saying that all over social media. I even tagged, her and Roland Martin. Give me a second. What did I tag? Give me a second. Because I even tagged Roland Martin in a post. So give me a second. 1 second. On my page, I was like, well, okay, here we go. I said, Dear Whoopi Goldberg, please follow Roland Martin lead and start your own show digitally. And that is what we posted on our social media. Okay. Now I told her that, and hopefully she listens to my advice. Now, she don't have to listen to my advice, but I told her, and I told her personally to do that. I told her personally. I tagged her in the post, and I said, hey, you go ahead on and you start your own show publicly. That's up to her to listen. Ooh, I'm drinking me some hot coffee. Hold on. It's up to her to pay attention. In my humble opinion, I'm just going to tell you that it's up to her to listen. Now we're going to give her a special shout out. Now we reached out to her to come on our show. Hopefully she come on. And you know what? People have just been trying to just step on my positive affirmation. I have been putting out that I'm going to interview Whoopi Goldberg. And why is people talking about she would never come on your show? She would never do this. I'm like, why y'all speaking so negative? Because I'm putting out an atmosphere that I'm going to interview Whoopi Goldberg. Every time I put something out there that I'm going to interview somebody, a celebrity, it's always some hating ass hussies coming out there and have something negative to say. When I say I was going to interview somebody, they always have something negative to say. It don't make any sense. Every time I come out and I post something publicly, it's always a problem. They always want to speak negatively. I said Whoopi Goldberg would be on the show. You don't have to say, well, she will never come on your show. She ain't gonna never visit your show. Okay. I'm like, hold up. How you gonna try to tell me what never gonna happen? That's your insecurity. Because the God that I serve, I put it out there and pray on it. You never know. She may call into the show. You just never, ever, ever, ever know. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me drop her a link just in case she decides to come on the show. Let me drop a link just in case she make the decision that she want to come on. Let me just drop the link just in case, okay? All right. Let me just drop that link just in case. Okay. Mm. If she decided to come on, we got the link dropped. Okay. And that's just only for Whoopi Goldberg. All right. Because, yeah, I put it in an atmosphere and there, boom, like people come with their negative thoughts. Okay. Now I could have just said it. I could, and I'm claiming it. I could have easily put this out there privately, but I said it out publicly just to see the response of the people. Okay. Now I'm going to leave her another voice note. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna leave her another voice note. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna leave her another voice note. Let me go to her page. Okay, I was already following her. Why is that? Let me follow her. Hey, Whoopi, this is Wiley from the Wiley Show. I reached out to you about on Wednesday to see could you come on the show. I don't know if you're gonna hear this or not, but if you go hear this, I would love you to come on my show. We go live every night on the Wiley Show, and I would love to ask you a couple of questions. Okay, I'm one of your best fans ever. In the atmosphere, I remember when you did your first acting debut and The Color Purple, and I've been following your career ever since. You are one of my favorite actresses in the world, and I love you and I support you. And so, if you decide to come on let's do a show, come on the Wiley Show. I 100% love you with all my heart. And so if you free to come on our show, click on that link on StreamYard and we can have an amazing conversation. All right. Now I reached out to her. Now, hopefully, she's going to reach back out to me and we could talk about it on the live. Okay. Hold up. Let me check backstage. Let me see if she backstage. All right, let me check. Let me check. Okay. All right, hold up. Hold up. Give me 1 second. Let me turn this water off. Give me 1 second, you guys. Hold on. Let me turn this water off. Give me 1 second. They said Whoopi's changing her number. Okay. Okay. Make sure y'all share this live and like the button. Let me make sure. Okay, she's not backstage. Okay, I'm just making sure was she backstage. All right. She not backstage. Okay, we about to go ahead on and move on with the show. Now, something else that has been going on social media, and that is Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. And so I want to say this that I don't agree having your children on TikTok if they're under the age of 13. I don't think that's right. I think that you should let children be themselves and color and all of that. But I do not agree having a little girl on TikTok because it's so crazy out there. And why would you allow your daughter on TikTok? It's just like you're trying to market her into doing something to get an income. So Kanye West called her out of having it on TikTok and said, why in the world, if you're doing this, bringing our daughter on TikTok is not great. And so he was calling her out about that. And I 100% agree. I don't think children should be on TikTok. I don't believe that. I think that it's a platform for adults. You have to be very cautious of that. But I understand that Kim do control her TikTok, that she do not have power over her phone, that Kim watch everything. So I agree with what the father said. If you're agreeing with that and the father don't agree, then y'all both should come to an agreement. If y'all cannot come to agreement, then the child should not be on TikTok. That is how I feel 100% when it comes to that. Many people are going to try to label Kanye as out of his mind, but this brother have every right to feel the way he feel when it comes to this social media. And let's be perfectly clear, he has every right to feel the way how he feel when it comes to that. What is his Twitter? Okay, his Instagram. So what he said was he was posting that in order to sign up for TikTok, you got to be 13 in the US. If you're under 13, you have to be placed to our TikTok for younger user experience with additional privacy and safety precautions. Now, he also posted this when it comes to that. He posted on his page. He said, What do you mean by main provider? He's responding to Kim because Kim posted that she is the main provider of the child. And then this is what Kanye West responded back to him and said that, okay, what do you mean by main provider? America saw you try to kidnap my daughter on your birthday by not providing the address. You put security on me inside the house to play with my son, then accuse me of stealing. I had to take a drug test after Chicago party because you accused me of being on drugs. Tracy, stop manipulating Kim to be this way. Now, my niece is on TikTok, and I'm like, why are you on TikTok? So her mother agreed for her to be on TikTok. All right. And because she really loved TikTok. She know all the dances. She be listening to all type of people on TikTok. You know, my niece is on TikTok. But I don't think she can post like it's like a public page. I think it's like a private page, from what I understand it. And then I did a TikTok video with my niece, and because she taught me how to use TikTok. Honestly, I didn't even know how to use TikTok, and then my niece taught me how to use it. I'm like, wow, now you teach me how to use TikTok, because I didn't even know how to use TikTok. I'm like, how do you use it? How do you do this on TikTok? And you know, my sister, she 100% agreed that she wanted her daughter to be on TikTok and stuff like that. So she taught me how to use it. I didn't know anything about TikTok at all. Didn't know how to use it. Didn't know how to get on there. And so she taught me how to do a lot of stuff on TikTok. And she's obsessed with TikTok. She even was listening to one of Auntie Hammy songs on TikTok. She was just repeating it over and over and over. And so I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? Listening to that on TikTok. And I kind of giggled. I didn't let her know that I knew the lady who she was singing with. And I'm like, what in the world are you doing on this TikTok? All right. But that's not my daughter, that's my niece. So she have every right, according to her mother, to make the decision to put her on TikTok. All right. So if she want her on TikTok, that's how it's gonna play. She's gonna be on there. Now, we got to get into this interview with Tasha K. Now, I talked about the whole thing with that. We wish Kim and Kanye the best with their children. Now, I was sitting in my bed watching FTN Bay and Tasha K interview. This was the highly anticipated interview that everybody wanted to see, including all of the winos. So I'm sitting at home waiting for this interview to drop. And I was going to go live earlier today, but I said, no, I'm not going to go live earlier today. I'm literally going to wait until she dropped this interview so I can watch it. So I get on there and I'm watching this interview, and Tasha K is literally posting the receipts of the inconsistencies in the story, the FTN Bay. Now, mind you, she took a lie detector test, and she said that her son lied. And then also we have evidence and proof. And one thing that I admired from Tasha K, that she posted the documents from the state's attorney's office, and then the state's attorney's office said this: I am declining this case because there's not give me a second, reasonable likelihood of a conviction. Then she posted that I viewed them on evidence.com. The doctor of the hospital examined the victim and said there was no sign of any physical trauma to the victim anus. There were x-rays done which revealed that there were no foreign objects or metal debris present. And the doctor noted that there were nothing abnormal and the victim was healthy. So posting that was literally for a lot of people that did not know that this is from the state's attorney's office. And clearly what she wants from this, and FTN Bay said, well, this happened to my son. He was traumatized. David was right there. You clearly see that she is bitter. And it seems to me that she wants to be with Duty Low, and that she's using her son to say all these allegations. Now, mind you, We wouldn't have known none of this if it wasn't for her. She went live on Instagram, had 20,000 people watching her live at one point, and when she was up there saying that Duty Low did this to her son. Now, then she came out and said her son lied. And then she said that he manipulated me and my son did not lie. Now, mind you, okay? Now, mind you, in this particular case, she had a 4-hour conversation with Duty Low, and Duty Low, and then we're talking, and then the son said, I didn't mean to blame you. You didn't do anything wrong. Then she said, we can get back together. And then when she said that he had all this recorded, then she went live the next day and said, hey, I was manipulated. And when she was talking about it, is he promised that we will be together, and he changed his mind and said they won't be together. So all of this is just really coming on and just crazy, that this is really going on. Of course, she's saying this is when her son was 5 years old. Then in the same documents, it even showed that the son said he's at home by himself cooking food and stuff like that. Then she said, oh, he's lying about that. He do not be at home by himself. Now, mind you, in this interview, Tasha K invited FTN Bay and also invited her son to come and speak to them for an interview. She said the son was going to come. They bought 2 plane tickets, and she declined to bring her son. So her son did not come. So all of this stuff is going on with FTN Bay, and then she was very heated with Tasha K. Like, you don't understand. You took the side. Now I can understand to take off FTN Bay because Tasha had already came to a conclusion that she do not believe FTN Bay. So that's why FTN Bay had to come out and be upset, because you have already said you don't believe me. So her attitude towards Tasha is going to be defensive. It's going to be combative, because you have already said on record that you do not believe me. Now, it did come out that the screws, that was a lie. It was no foreign object. It was no screws. So it's a lot of lies and things that was not true in this situation. So it's kind of hard for me to say, hey, I believe her, when there's so many inconsistencies in her story, when she even came out and said that her son lied. So when she made that video, you threw out all credibility that you ever had. And my thing is this: why would you even go on Tasha's show knowing that Tasha said you a liar? Why even put yourself under that scrutiny? Why even put yourself under that type of abuse when Tasha K have already said, hey, I don't believe you. So I don't understand, why would she even do something like that? In my humble opinion, there's many other things that she could have went on other platforms to speak your mind. Why would you go on a platform from a woman that said she don't believe you? So already it's just mess. And then of course we played y'all clips of them going back and forth in the lobby of Kiwi Studios. We post you all that, and then we heard that the husband of Tasha K had to intervene and said, hey, it's over. Trying to calm FTN Bay down. He told Tasha to go to the other room. Tasha went to the other room, and all that stuff was happening. So it was literally a hot mess that all this stuff was going on. And I really want to believe her, that, especially when you come in with something serious. But Duty Low did lie detector test, and it came out that he was telling the truth. And then she tried to discredit the lie detector test, talking about it's not real, it's not this, it's not authentic. And then Tasha K pulled that. So on tonight or tomorrow, she's gonna post a full clip of him taking a lie detector test. And what we're gonna do on this show, we're going to listen to it, and then we're gonna come back over here and review it, because some of y'all not over there in the app. I'm over there in the app. I pay my $12. And so I'm going to listen to that, and then I'm going to come back and review it and bring it to y'all over here on the Wiley Show. So if you did not get a chance to listen to that particular part of that, because she played a clip of it, I would definitely go over there, and I'm definitely going to watch it, and I'm definitely going to have my notes and bring it to you all over there. Now, if someone were to ask me, do you believe her at all? I would say no. I do not believe her. The prosecutor says no way. The boy kept changing the story, kept saying that this is what his mommy want him to say. So I don't believe her at all. I believe that she's manipulating her son to try to take down a man because that man do not want to be her. And this is a lesson for Duty Low to learn, that you can give all these women that peen and give these women these pillow talk, because sometimes it will turn against you. I do believe that she's mad because Duty Low do not want to be with her anymore. If Duty Low were to be with her again, I don't believe that she will be doing this at all. Now, when it comes to this situation, this should have never came out publicly. And let me tell you why it should never came out publicly. Because you let the investigation happen, let all the information happen in there, let people do commentary. We didn't even have to do commentary on it because all this should have been done privately. Let the state's attorney investigate, let the police investigate. The problem is FTN Bay, put all this information publicly. Then she said out of her mouth, and she said her son lied. That right there, 1000% discredit her, because she came out and said, hey, my son lied. So when you putting this information out there that your son lied, then you're going to come out and say you was manipulated. You're not a trusted witness in this case. You have been compromised. You are not used to, one day is this, another day is that. So when it comes to that, it's like, why in the world would you keep doing this and then say your son lied, and then you come back, you're mad at Tasha K because she's calling you out on you saying that your son lied. So you messed up your own case. Let's be clear about this. It's allegedly that Duty Low did this. We have to say allegedly. And people were saying, well, why we have to say allegedly? What do you mean allegedly? I mean, it is what it is. It's just alleged. We was not there, and you out of your own mouth said your son was lying. So who do we should believe in this case? Then Duty Low did a lie detector test with the same lie detector person processor that you took the same lie detector test, and it said that he was telling the truth, that Duty Low was telling the truth, that he passed it with flying colors. So you got all of that coming in there, and I'm like, are we really going to sit here and just disregard the lie detector test that Duty Low took and he passed with flying colors? I'm just saying. So I'm just had to be out here and get my side of the story in this. And you know, she should have never went to Tasha. Now, one thing that Tasha K went wrong, all right. I believe that Tasha K went wrong when she interviewed Duty Low and she said, I believe you. I don't believe what FTN Bay is doing is telling the truth. I believe you. She should have withhold that judgment if she was going to interview FTN Bay, because that's where the problem came in. If she would have just interviewed him and then said, hey, I believe you, I believe she lied, that's going to plant a seed in her FTN Bay mind that Tasha K believe Duty Low and do not believe me. You automatically is biased. All right. So I'm just going to just be 100% and say that was wrong, because she could have easily withhold that, because when you're taking a stand on it, you automatically become biased. And that's the reason why she was upset, because she watched that interview and she seen that Tasha K said that, hey, I believe you. I watched the same interview. Most of you all didn't pay your $12 and you all did not get to see the interview. All right. Now, I saw the interview over there on the app. I saw the interview. I tried to get permission to play a clip of that interview for you guys. I didn't get a response back from any representative of Kibi Studios, so I can't play y'all a clip, but I did watch that interview, and it is really graphic, because you're talking about a young boy, talking about a grown man with serious allegations. So if you really can't stand that type of material, I highly suggest do not watch it, because it's very graphic. And FTN Bay interview was graphic as well. So, but it's a graphic situation. My opinion is, who you believe. Do you believe the FTN Bay and her son telling the truth? Press 1. And then we're going to tell you to call in. So give me a second. We're going to open up the phone lines in a few minutes. or if you do not believe, press 2. If you believe that is if you believe that FTN Bay and her son are telling the truth, press 1. If you do not believe FTN Bay and her son is lying, press 2. If you believe that they're telling the truth, press 1. If you don't believe she's lying, press 2. Believe they're telling the truth, press 1. If you believe that they're lying, press 2. All right. There we go. Okay, we it's like a split decision in here. A split decision. It's like a split decision. I'm seeing it. It's like a split. It's like a split. Well, it's a lot of twos in here that don't believe. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So let's go to what y'all here for. We're gonna open up these phone lines. Let's talk about Nicki Minaj and Lil Baby new record. I am highly not impressed with Nicki Minaj acting, but the video was good because it had Tommy, from Power. I think the other guy name is Corey. We have Lil Baby. His face looked really hard, and he just have a hard looking face. His face looked like it's like it's just a hard stank face. But her acting was off. I'm going to tell you, her acting was off. I was not impressed with her acting, but I did like the song. It wasn't all that. As a fact, let's put it out there. It wasn't all that. I was not impressed. Okay, the bars were all right, but that Bust It record towards the end. Now I'm ready to hear that song because that's the song that I really really like. That's the song that was just in my heart that I said I really really like. But her acting wasn't the best, but the Bust It record is better than Do We Have a Problem? And I'm not the biggest fan of Nicki Minaj's singing voice. Not the fan of her singing voice like that. Some stuff I get away with it, but she got an irritating sometimes with her singing voice. But when she rap, the girl can go. All right, I'm just gonna be 100% with that with the rapping. Okay. I'm just gonna tell you right there and there. All right, the rapping is on point, but the song wasn't the best. It wasn't the best record. All right, but I do like the rollout. I like Baby in the record. I personally glad that she did not talk about her yoni. Talking about how wet it is. I'm super glad that we are getting a record that she not talking about her body and how good it tastes and how a man should munch on it. Because I think that to me, is hearing that over and over and over, I wanted to hear something else other than how wet it is and how tight it is. You really got some bars, all right. So let's just give credit over there. Like she really came out with some bars when it comes to that. Just coming out with it, just coming out with the record, she came out with some great bars, and so we want to say shout out to her. But I'm just so glad that she wasn't talking about her wet and her gush and mush. I'm glad because I'm so tired of people talking about they WAP. So I was super glad. Okay, now I'm super glad that the video is doing amazing in records. All right. Just doing amazing. I cannot wait to Bust It. That record come out. I purchased the record. I sent Nicki a DM and I said, congratulations. And I'm glad that you didn't talk about your WAP. Because there's so many other things that a woman can talk about other than her WAP. We just have to just say that because I think once WAP came out, everybody, most all these rappers, they just want to talk about their WAP. Can we talk about something else? Okay. So I really can't wait to see Bussin'. that record. I can't wait because that song busting had me busting. Hearing that, I'm like, okay, Nicki, you are really doing it. Nicki is definitely coming for the crown of Nick for Cardi B, because Cardi B currently have the crown. And so Nicki have definitely came out and said, hey, do not forget about me. I am bussing. Do we have a problem? I'm back. I got bars. So she's definitely coming back for that Cardi B crown. All right. Because Cardi B have the crown right now. And Nicki Minaj is letting it be known to say, listen, I don't have the crown anymore, but it's a reminder that that I am here. It's a reminder that I am not gone anywhere. It's a reminder that I'm not washed up. So she's definitely coming for that Cardi B Queen of Hip Hop crown, because Cardi B have the crown right now, and Nicki is definitely coming for it, in my humble opinion. And that's why she got the baby with the stank face. All right. And she came with it. Now, if she really was to come out by herself, that'll really show me that she really is coming. She really do got the crown now, but she did a feature. I want to see her come out with a song by herself and see if she can carry that song by herself. Now, this record is definitely number one on iTunes. I think it's in the top 10 on Spotify. All right. So we definitely going to say that. I'm not trolling. I'm just giving my honest opinion. All right. But the acting, I saw it. I'm like, oh my God. Like it was a good show about a good interrogation when she gave the man the cigarettes and her wig. I love that when they was up there going to auction. I love that part of it. I love the ending when the baby was up there counting the cash and putting a rubber band on the cash. And Tommy was like, Nicki, where were you? Where were you? I thought something happened. And then she paid homage to Set It Off, because she was like, what the fucking procedure when a gun is stuck in your face? So I like that. It was like it was paying homage towards Set It Off when Vivica A. Fox character said, what is the procedure when a gun stuck in your face? Okay. So I like that part. All right. So I want to say congratulations to Nicki. She's beautiful. Everything it was so great. And I'm just glad that she did a song with Nicki Minaj and did a song with Lil Baby. So I don't have a problem with it, Barbs. Y'all don't have to call me in my DMs. Y'all don't have to drag me, but I just have to go ahead and give my opinion regarding, because I don't want y'all to be like, oh, Wiley up there coming for the queen. Like, I don't need you to in my DMs trying to trash me, okay? I gave my honest opinion. The song was all right, but Bussin', I'm looking forward to that record. I'm looking forward to that. So in the club, I may go out tonight and dance to Do We Have a Problem? Okay. Mm-hmm. I love this. She did good. I'm not really a fan of like her singing voice, because they could have got an R&B singer to do that part. Like Nicki is not she really can't sing like that. That's just in my humble opinion. So give me a second. I'm gonna open up these phone lines and we're gonna allow y'all to call in if y'all can, if y'all free to call in when it comes to that. Okay. Now we're not gonna try to do no 4-hour live. But we're gonna have it where y'all can call in and give y'all opinion on that record. What do y'all think about the record? Give me a second. Charge my phone up. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna put the phone lines, hook it up for y'all. Give me a second. I'm a hot coffee here. Hold on 1 second. I see y'all in the chat. All right. So press 1 if y'all like the record. Do we have a problem? Press 1, you like the record. Press 2, you don't like the record. Press 1, you like the record. Press 2, you do not like the record. Press 1, you like the record. Press 2, you do not like the record. Press 1, you like the record. Press 2, you do not like the record. Oh, man. But I'm glad she's back, and I purchased the song, so I'm just giving my opinion when it comes to that. Okay, so let's see how Cardi B gonna
Your show
respond
now. Press
to
1.
that.
Your show is scheduled to start in 35 seconds.
All right, we got 35 seconds. So if y'all want to call in, y'all can definitely call in and give y'all opinion about the record. All right. Okay, I got the number on the screen. And if it's a lot of people, you can always super chat your way to the top. So I'm getting emails of people saying, "Oh, it took me an hour to call into your show. Why you have me waiting for a whole
Your show
hour?"
will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Why you having me wait for a whole hour? And I said, hey, you can always super chat your way to the top, your last four, and we'll bring you on. Okay, so that's the reason. So we some days we have a lot of callers, some days we don't. All right, and if you just can't wait, you can always super chat your last four to the top. But if you can't do that, you gotta wait till we get to your number. All right. Let's go to the phone line. 646-716-8447. 3278. Can you mute me? 3278. Hello.
You're muted. Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
Hello, Wiley.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Trash. Bye. Go away. It's a replica of Go Off, the wardrobe, and everything else. Nope. Epic fail. Bye-bye. I don't like it. No. Yep. It's a replica of Lil' Kim's Go Off. The clothes that she was wearing. I get that she was trying to act. Nope.
So you're saying that it was a ripoff of Lil' Kim Go Off. Really?
Go off. If you're a bad bitch, bad. Go
off.
Nope. Yeah. Bye. No, I'm sorry.
Really?
I'm sorry.
I think you're the first woman to ever put that out there.
On Lil' Kim's album, Go Off.
Yeah, I remember that.
Look at the feathers, the glasses. Come on, go off. If you're bad, the whole wardrobe, go off. You still stealing clothes. You still cloning. I need you by yourself. No, she not by herself. I agree with what people are saying. You the queen. You don't need no feature. You don't need to come out with Lil Baby. If you the queen, you can stand alone. Horrible, epic fail. Bye. No. Next. I'm ready for the next single.
What about Bussin'?
No.
What about that?
Go off. If you're a bad bitch and you're in your bag, go off. She's clearly not in her bag.
So you must be a Lil' Kim fan because
I am a Lil' Kim fan. I am fire detector lady. I'm Lil' Kim fan. Like, remember when Lil' Kim dropped the little single? She said, I got a feeling somebody's watching me. They waiting for Lil' Kim to put out this music, but somebody's watching me. No, she's not going to put out nothing that'll hit the charts because she's clearly being watched. Look at this video. Go back and look at the video. Go off. Look at how Lil' Kim is dressed. Look at how Nicki Minaj is dressed in this video. She tried to do what she always does and go and get the hottest artist who is currently streaming, and it did not work for her. We need to see you, Nicki. You can rap. You can rap. Even though I'm a Lil' Kim fan, I listened to her music when she was coming up. Nicki got bars. Be you, Nicki. Rap. Don't go get nobody. I don't care who on in the charts, nothing. Just come be you. She got this if she do that. Until she can come from behind, okay, I need to try to replicate everything Kim doing or did. Forget about that. And like I said, I'm a Kim fan. But let's forget about that. Even though I'm a Kim fan, I can admit Nicki can rap. She got talent. Let her see that. I don't want to see you slick slide come in here and try to redo a Lil' Kim video that didn't have a major artist who was owning the streams and try to switch it up a little bit with acting because playtime is over 2 to 5 hours. We already know how you know how to mix it up and do Lil' Kim. We want to see you, Nicki. You the queen, remember? If she is queen, let's see Queen Nicki. I didn't see Queen Nicki. I seen another replica of my main B. My main B. I loved it too. That's what I seen. I seen you tried to like switch it up, but the real Lil Kim fans who are on here, you tried to come on, Nicki. That's played out. Playtime is over. That's over with. That's not gonna work. Let us see you. We want to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Throw away the big feathers. Throw away the mink. Throw away the glasses. Throw away. Let's see Nicki when
Okay,
she was
I want to make
rapping.
sure that I have a legal note that the views and opinions of the call is not the views and opinion of the Wiley Show. Okay, this is my legal note because I don't want the Barbs to be calling me and dragging me off of your opinion. And so, okay,
The bar, okay, and I, I respect that, Wiley, but the Barbs, if they can just try for 5 seconds, not even 5 seconds, for 2 seconds, if they are true Barbs and they've been following her since the beginning of her career, there is no way you can go against what I'm saying. They themselves should be saying, yeah, we need to see you, Nicki, because the only thing I would ask the Barbs is to go and look at the video, look him on the album now, go out and look at the way she's dressed. Come on, it's the same formula. The formula is the same. We get it. Kim is icon. She is trendsetter. She is mother. She is that. But if you say you queen, let us see you, Nicki. Come on, and this coming from somebody who loves Lil Kim. Fight on an everyday basis. If somebody say no, I will fight you in the middle of the street. But for a fact, I know when she was on her come up, she was rapping. Let us see that. And this coming from somebody who loves. You see what I'm saying?
I hear you. We thank you for calling in. Wow, I didn't think that you was gonna bring the heat like that. I know the Barbs is letting you have it in the chat, but you have every right
good.
to.
They can let me have it all day long. They need to, if they really want her to be. Because let me say this to the Barbs. I feel like she is a better rapper than Cardi. But if y'all want her to go down in history as a queen, because remember she said Lil Kim was going to go down bitter and all this and that. She's the one going down bitter. If y'all want her to go down as this queen, y'all need to be real fans and supporters. Y'all need to come out of fandom and become supporters and say, you know what? It's okay. We can see how you can spin it because we know Lil Kim is queen, right? Okay. If you come after her, you're supposed to be better than her. Like Chris Brown is better than Michael Jackson, or Michael Jackson was better than James Brown, right? Y'all need to be smart enough to say, it's okay for you to be able to captivate and clone someone else's style, but we want to see you. And if they're true Barbs, they're going to go back in the time machine in the year 2006 and 7 when she was hitting nothing but bars. You couldn't even confuse her music with being a pop star because that's how hard she was coming. Like she said, this little best style H.O., even though it's disrespectful to my queen, but queen had to respect that. She was rapping. That's what we need to see. Come on now, you coming. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I hear you.
And I know they probably mad, but
we thank
y'all
you.
need to be real supporters and we need to see
you. So
you
give the Nicki Minaj. Do we have a problem? 2 thumbs down or 2 thumbs up?
10 thumbs down. We definitely have a problem. The problem is we need to see you in your creative space, Nicki. Because what we need to see is you being you. And I know it's there because as I just stated, when she came in the game and she was on her come up, she was rapping. That's why, like Kim said, my fans was already telling me this and that, but Kim wasn't paying no attention because if you go back and listen to Nicki on her come up, the girl was rapping. If she do that and forget about, I need to try to mimic what Kim was doing. Because see, what she's doing is she's trying to mimic the space that Kim is in right now. Forget, she in her own lane. Let's see you in your lane.
Well, we thank you.
Nicki can rap. That's what we need to see her rapping, Barb.
thank you so much for calling in. We're gonna go to the next caller. Thank you so very much.
After I eat a big breakfast.
Listen, you can eat whatever, a big breakfast or a big dinner. But I definitely want to say thank you so much for calling in.
Bye, Wiley.
Bye-bye. Okay. All right. Let me read my legal note. The views and opinion of the caller is not the views and opinion of the Wiley Show. We definitely want to say that we respect Nicki Minaj and all that she does musically. And we just want to let you know we're reading that legal note to you. All right. 6521, caller, you on air. 6521.
Power.
Hi.
Power. Hi, Wiley.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you. It's my first time calling in. I just want to say this. It was Power that Nicki was mimicking, not Little Kim. Power.
Power.
She had Tommy in there. She was mimicking Power. Let's keep it clear. All right, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Okay, do you give it 2 thumbs up?
2 thumbs up for Nicki. She did her thing.
All right, we thank you so very much for calling in. Wow.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. The number is 646-716-8447. Last 4925. You're live on the air.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi.
How you doing this evening?
Wonderful.
Okay, so let me just get to this right quick because I have something to say about Nicki. But before I get to that, let me just say this right quick to clear FTN Bay. On that topic, I believe that something happened to that little boy. I just don't believe the story. I believe that the story was conjured up, but due to the fact that, you know, this young lady, it's basically kind of been said in a sense, or it's been out because I have the Tasha K app, and I watched the video with Duty Love. And it seems like there's a pattern of this little boy being left by himself with other people. So there are times when she is not around the mother. So I think that the little boy, I think that something happened to him. And I do know that when children, and this is not like any professional opinion, but just from having my own children, when a lot of things go on in their life when they're that young, they kind of run everything together. So I think that something happened to him. Maybe he just is having a hard time saying who it is or pointing out the right person because number one, he doesn't want to be alone. He wants to be with his mother. And number two, it's just so many people coming in and out his life. He can't remember himself. You know, like it's a lot of people. Like Tasha said, she offered for the young lady to bring her son and she left him yet again. And you're leaving him with the roommate. And I think that you recall, you said you watched her interview. They said that the roommate would even be left alone with the young man, with the little boy when she would go out to do different shows and things like that. And there was a time when the roommate and, Duty Low was there. So, I mean, it's just a lot of things. I don't want to talk too much about it because that is on the app. And that's for people, who actually purchase the app to go and, look at the actual interview. So I'm just going to leave that there. I think something happened to the young man. I just don't think it was the gentleman that she's accusing. And somebody needs to check on that baby.
So you don't think that she should have custody of the child? Because I think personally she's an unfit mother. And I hope and pray that.
Well, I'm not going to say take custody.
I think they need to snatch custody from it, because if you're leaving your child with all this unfit people, your child been abused, and you probably left your child with a roommate or whomever, I don't think she should have custody, in my humble opinion. If it's been proven that your child
probably needs some type of counseling, Wiley. I mean, you have to look at it.
Well, while she's getting counseling,
she
needs to snatch the custody of the child. They need to take custody of the child. And that's just how I feel about it, because she's unfit. I think that she's trying to chase a man, and she's trying to chase Ping, and she's not focused on her responsibilities. I think she's more so upset with Duty Low because Duty Low don't want to be with her. If Duty Low were to take her back, all of this will go under the water. It'll be water under the bridge.
Absolutely. I believe that. I do think that she wants to be with, Duty Low. I'm just not going to say take anybody's, child from. That's not for me to say. I hope that the proper authorities get involved and they get to the bottom of it so that the young man can get some help, because I don't want to look up and see something happening to her or to him, because that's not going to be good for either. You know, so I just want to leave, and that's a touchy topic. So I just want to leave that there. But about this situation with Nicki now, this is one thing that really irritates me, is that when people call in and the first thing they want to do is throw somebody else's name. Can we just take a moment to just give Nicki her flowers? The song was good. Anybody with ears that knows rap and knows bars and knows how to put these double entendres and all these other different things that rappers like to do these days together, Nicki went in bar for bar. She said some things. Even Lil Baby said some things that had me wondering, you know, like who was he talking to? Because he said, if I hit everybody in the crew, does that make me a groupie? So I mean, it was some things in there. So the song was good. Nicki is in her bag. She's almost 40 years old. If she has the money, she has the clout, and she's put the time in. If she wants to do a video about nothing and pay for it, and she got the budget, then so be it. The video was based off Salt. She stated herself that she's a big Angelina Jolie fan, and that was what the movie was based off of, is because Salt is one of her favorite movies. So that's where that comes from. But I looked up the little Go Off song, and I'm just trying to figure out why 2 years after its release, it only has 2.4 million views, while we have Do We Have a Problem at 4.1 million views. You know, so clearly all these people that want to throw Little Kim's name in here and say this about Kim, that about Kim, y'all don't even support Little Kim. Little Kim is with Nick Cannon somewhere running around playing on a dang on Donkey Ranch and doing off the wall stuff as a grown woman instead of focusing on her career and her raps. That's what her fans need to be in her ear about, not coming on to trash Nicki. Nobody said anything about, do you think Nicki is better than Little Kim? You said, do you like the video? That was all you asked. Do you think it's trash? Is it a bop? Is it a flop? That's what you want to know. Not is it better than what Little Kim did, or was she trying to outdress Little Kim? That's what keeps the rappers, the lady rappers, against each other, because you can't even make a fair assessment to a song without somebody bringing up somebody else. That's like if Nas released a song, people not going to call in and say, it ain't better than Jay-Z. That's not the question. The question is, do you like the song? Dang, it makes you wonder, do we have a problem? Like, people don't listen. They just, oh, it ain't better than Kim. It ain't better than Kim. Kim fans need to be in the bed right now or something. Don't they got to go to work in the morning or retired? I don't know. Anyway, Wiley, I'm going to let you go ahead and go on with your show.
Okay.
And I will talk to you later.
All right. Thank you. Legal note. The views and opinions of the callers, not the views and opinion of the Wiley Show. We are fans of Lil Kim, and we are fans of her style and her approach in this music business. Been in music business for over 30 plus years. Once again, the views and opinion of the caller is not the views and opinion of the Wiley Show. We are fans and supporter of Kimmy Blanca, aka Lil Kim. I just had to just put that out there.
No, we're not delusional.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling in. Okay, we're gonna go to the next caller. 646-716-8447. All right. 0235. You're live on air.
Oh, hi, Wiley.
Hi.
I just want to say I agree with that last caller about Lil Kim. Lil Kim has nothing to do with this video and this song. Just leave her alone. Let her do her thing and let Nicki do her thing. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to FTN Bay and this Tasha K interview, my issue with FTN Bay is that she is more concerned and more angry about Doody Lo telling the public about her relationship and the way that he talked about her instead of the accusation that her child is making. And I agree with you. Why would FTN Bay get into an interview with Tasha knowing that Tasha already believes Doody Lo over her? And that, I mean, she just wanted a confrontation with her personally. She just wanted a fight with her, and it was just not the right thing to do. It was just ridiculous, and we need to ask this question: did she coerce or did she persuade her son to tell these accusations? That is what the question I want to know. That's because at first when I heard it, I said no. But after finding out how dismissive she was over the lie detector test that Doody Lo did, I believe that there is a possibility. She just seems, there's something wrong with her. I don't know.
All right.
That's all I gotta say.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much for calling in. Okay. You never know who's going to call into the Wiley Show. All right. Let's go to the next caller. 9867, calling on air.
Hi, Wiley and
Hi.
Chat. This is Voice of New York. Hello, Wiley. So let's get into it. So I am a Nicki fan. Okay, like I love Nicki. I am from Brooklyn, of course. Nicki from Queens, and I didn't like the song. Like there was something about it that. Okay, so let me get into the videos. The looks, I feel like Nicki. We all know Nicki is gorgeous, but she looked overstuffed. Is it to me that she looked too stiff? Like it was hard for her to walk or move around, or she felt like very stifled in her looks compared to like the fluid motion that she used to have. I do feel as if she needs to step up her budget with her looks wise. I don't know. There's something that's missing. I feel like she was dressing better from back in the days. You know, when Nicki first came out, she was on that Lady Gaga tip and then also her creativity. And even when she toned down, I still feel like there's still some fashion look that I want from her. And I'm not going to compare her to Cardi because Cardi, I love Cardi fashion sense and how she pushed the fashion button. And I just want to see that more from Nicki, especially when it comes to like her creativity in her hair and stuff like that. Maybe, I know she's a mom, of course, so she's not going to be doing that like she used to, but I still want that. She went to an art performance school, if I'm not mistaken, in high school, but she still can't act the way I want her to act. Like she's acting like Nicki. She's not acting. Like that's who she is. If that makes sense, right? Like, I don't know, like that little baby talk, like, oh my God, like that little talk that she does and stuff like that. It wasn't as believable as someone who's like worked for CIA and someone who's like a killer or whatever she was trying to portray. And granted, Nicki has been in movies, right? She was in a movie about some side chick, the other woman, she didn't know she was a side chick or whatever, and she did excellent with that. But I do want her to test the boundaries because Nicki know how to make voices, right? Like, that's why I love her as well. Now, as far as the whole record itself, I hate and I detest when Nicki sings with autotune. I don't like it. I feel like it's something about it that I don't like, and I wish they got like an R&B singer instead. Because I feel like that's to me is where I did not like the record on that portion. As far as the rapping of it, right? I do think she did well rapping wise. I miss her the way she used the word son. She didn't use any sons. You know, these hoes are my sons, I'll be birthing them, none of those things. And that's something that I love to hear from her, because for her to use the word and how to use the word son in so many different ways, to me, it takes a real lyricist, and that's what I look forward to all the time. Wally, I do agree with you with not using vagina. So we know Nicki don't have to rap about that. She's not like Megan, she's not like Cardi. Like Nicki could rap. So I always expect her to change up a little bit anyway. So I'm glad, like you mentioned, that she did not talk about her yoni again. And even if she did, she still do it in creative ways. That is like, oh, I like that bar, I like that bar, I like that bar. So I mean, the song was okay with that respect. The last song, now Wally, you say you love Bustin', right? Like I don't like it. Bustin' reminds me of Fifi. Like the same rapping of the beat. Don't you feel the same way? He trying to tell me to Takashi Nani. That it reminds me of that. I'm like, is this a play on Takashi? Do you not notice that, Wally? Or was
I've noticed that. I noticed that. I still like it though. If that makes sense, I still like it. In my humble opinion, you didn't like it.
I didn't like it. I feel like because we already have that from her. Okay, so I was looking for. I like when Nicki raps hardcore trap. Okay, like when she was on that Welcome to the Party remix with Pop Smoke. Like her bars were like, I love when she goes onto that tone, right? Or yikes. I love when she gives us those type of bars, right? When she starts singing, I'm expecting more so like a little. I don't like when she sings at all because I don't like the autotune. She doesn't need autotune, and I feel like because a lot of rappers rely on that, I'm like all autotuned out. I think that's what annoys me because like, okay, Nicki, you know you can't really sing, like you're not a singer, but a girl, I know you're trying to do it. What I want from Nicki is like I want her to get back into. I want to see Roman again. Like I miss Roman. I don't know. Maybe I like her characters, but I miss Roman era. I thought she should give us some Roman back. I really think when she come with her CD, we should do like a half CD. You know when celebrities back in the days, like when Nelly did the suit and tie as well as Justin Timberlake did another. No, I'm sorry. No, he did Sweatsuit, I believe, and then Justin Timberlake did Suit and Tie. I want to see Nicki come up with a CD that has two of her personalities. One is Roman, because I love Roman, and another one, Roman mixed with her British accent, and the other one is straight bars and pop. Like, I love her pop songs as well. I know she don't like that, but I think that's all I have to say with Nicki. I know the bars. I am a barb, okay, but I'm an honest barb at the same time. I expect more. Wally, did you mention Megan Thee Stallion Flamin' Hot song? She partnered with the Flamin' Hot Chips and she made a song on it and that was trash. Did you talk about that?
I didn't like it. It's trash. You're right about that. I didn't talk about
I didn't like it either. I don't know what's going on with Megan. I don't know what's going on with her. But yeah, I'm surprised you were being very you guys positive praises for Nicki Minaj, because I know how you like to flip flop all the time, Wally. So I was shocked that you liked the record. I'm shocked that you and Armand both like the record, because I'm kind of shocked on that.
Yeah. The acting wasn't all that, but the video over itself, I'm glad she did a video for it. I'm looking forward to Bust It. I want to hear it. Cardi B, unfortunately, do not have the bar structure like Nicki. Nicki definitely can give you bars. I would have loved if she would have had Brandy like sing the hook or R&B singer like her or Janae Aiko to sing on it instead of her singing voice. And I'm not a fan of the auto-tuning because like you don't need auto. So I want to hear that hard rap. That's one of my criticism for Lil' Kim. I told her team and Lil' Kim in a message. I don't know if they heard it or seen it. When I repeat, I said, stop letting her auto-tune. She do not need to auto-tune. We want to hear the hardcore rap. And that's what we need to hear from Nicki.
Like from the No Crush era, right? Like I like when I hear the rapping voice. But I think there was 3 callers that mentioned like, why do Nicki have to have someone to come out as a feature, right? Let's talk about all these other celebrities who took time off always have a feature. When has Cardi not have a feature? I mean, yes, she had Up, but she also had like WAP. She took on Megan because Megan was popping at that time, right? But what Cardi does is that she does a big elaborate rollout. I'm not gonna lie, like Cardi knows about whoever's on her team is great with the team, not only the visuals, but also the fashion. It gets you hype and stuff. And I don't know what is with Nicki's team. And I think sometimes, remember, Nicki was in a very dark spot, right? It took Drake coming to her to get her out of the writer's block that she was experiencing when she dropped her mixtape that is still bars to this day. Like that mixtape was phenomenal and it still put Doogie on new stuff to this day, right? So Nicki has it in her, but I do think because she's such a boss, she likes to take the lead, and sometimes she doesn't have the creative juices that I'm looking for, and I don't know what it is. Like, we all know she's gorgeous, we all know she's a great rapper, but I just want to see a little bit of creativity. You know how Beyonce always reinvent herself to the times, or Drake always reinvent himself to the times. I feel like because Nicki had a whole Barb, and that's another thing. I feel like when she's gonna leave off the Barb phase. Nicki's 38, right? If I'm not mistaken. When is a good time for Nicki to discontinue the Barb? Because after a while, it gets kind of creepy. You can't be 45 or 40 talking about you're a Barb. Okay, I understand when we were younger, yeah, I'm a Barb, and even that's kind of creepy. But when should we drop the Barb semantics? When she's gonna elevate the Barb? I don't even know what do you graduate from when you no longer a Barb? Is it just me, Wally?
Well, that's your opinion. I think that's part of her brand. We're gonna see this new era. When it comes to her, December 8th is when she will be 40 years old this year, and hopefully she goes to another era. But I personally want to see more of her rapping, less of her singing. That's just my humble opinion. I want to see more of her independent or more of her solo records versus her working with a rapper. And I understand why she worked with Lil Baby, because she may don't have the juice to get a #1 record by herself. So I understand working with a hot rapper like Lil Baby, because you can get to the charts faster and you can sell more records faster versus her doing it by herself, because maybe she do not believe that she can sell records by herself and to get a #1 hit by herself. Right.
She doesn't remember she
Absolutely.
was on Bia, right?
Absolutely.
She was on Bia before this, and then after that, she never came out with her documentary. Let's be clear. We've been waiting on that doc that's supposed to release and never did because of the case, right?
Right.
So I feel like, and she's supposed to come with her album. That never happened as well. So she had, before the Little Baby, she had the Bia joint. And then before that, Seeing Green came out. And then, she gave us like 3 little teasers. And I forgot what came. Okay, then we had the Doja rap. And then she had the Megan stuff. But nothing solely for Nicki by herself.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Hopefully Bustin', it doesn't seem like Bustin' is going to be a single. But I want to see Nicki as a single, but I feel like she doesn't want to do it because she want to see where she stands amongst these girls.
All right.
And I just need her to change it just a little bit more. I know they're probably ripping me up in there, but I am a barb, okay? I'm just like a sophisticated one.
All right. Well, we thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Wiley.
No problem. Thank you so very much. So if you're in the building and you want to call in, the number is 646-716-8447. We're talking about do we have a problem? Oh, do you have a problem? What's the name of the song again? Let me make sure I get it right. Give me a second. I want to make sure I get the right name of the other song. Do we have a problem? Let me know if you like the song. Call in. The number is 646-716-8447. I 100% agree that I'm glad that she's back, and I'm glad that she's back doing a record. And I'm so glad that we are talking about her music, because at one point we were just talking about her husband not registering, and we were talking about Jennifer. And so now I'm so glad that we're talking about her music instead of talking about her husband not registering, and also talking about what and Jennifer. So I'm happy that we're talking about music instead of all of that. All right, let's go to the phone lines. 1703. You live on air.
Hello, what's up?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, so I want to talk about both the subjects. So when it comes to FTN Bay, you know how when Tasha was doing the interview with her and she would not look Tasha in the eye? I mean, ever since I was born, that's always an indicator right there, like the main indicator that a person is lying. So I do believe that she's just a scorned woman. I don't really have any other explanation for it. I think that the dude hurt her. I don't even know much about her and Duty Low, honestly, but from just seeing what's been going on lately, I do believe that she could be scorned, and she needs to go seek a therapist. Because even when I know we've all been through that type of thing before, but when you're like publicly on the internet embarrassing yourself like that over a man, you're going to have to, even if you didn't need therapy before, you're definitely going to need it now, because you're going to look back at this years later and you're going to be embarrassed, and it's going to bring upon a lot of, despair upon you. So she needs to get herself together. Now, I've been touched before too, so I don't want to completely draw the line with that. But that girl, I really despise women that lie about things like that, because when it comes to real situations, everybody wants to say that they've been touched now or they've been R-worded. And I just think that it's very, very messed up for those women to be lying about that, and because we take away from the real situation. So yeah, she's lying. And then when it comes to Nicki Minaj, I totally agree with the other caller when she was like, she heard the similarities with the record that Nicki Minaj did with 6ix9ine. It basically sounds like it's gonna be a cover, and the new song I'm talking about, not the one she did. I'm gonna get to that. The new song that's supposed to be coming out, it sounds like it's gonna be a cover. And And I really think she could. I don't know, like it's like, you know how Lil Kim does the same thing, like when her career kind of went downhill, she kind of did a lot of covers, right? I'm not trying to compare her to Lil Kim, but I'm trying to see how long Nicki Minaj's career is gonna last, because it seems like they're doing the same thing. You know, Lil Kim is in you know, when she was in that stage, and then when and I'm not saying Nicki Minaj's career is going downhill, but she, like the other caller said, she is getting older, and it seems like when these women get around a certain age, they start doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So okay, when it comes to the song that she released today, yesterday, I meant, I really liked it. I mean, the song, I like the idea behind the song. The song, I didn't really, I couldn't really rock with it that much, but the female empowerment thing, I felt that, and I think it's time for a change. We're getting tired of seeing, you know, uh uh the donkey without the jack. I'm trying not to cuss, the A
Mm-hmm.
word and the P word. You know what I'm saying? I think other female rappers should catch on to that, and we should do that for a while, instead of throwing the coochie in everybody's face all the time. People are getting sick of that. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Oh wow! So you're saying that she's getting older and she's turning into Lil Kim? Is that what you're saying?
But let me see how to put this. I'm not saying she's turning into Lil Kim, because I mean they're very, very similar. Of course, I mean we all know that Nicki Minaj was inspired by Lil Kim with the Black Barbie thing and all that. Like, of course, you know what I'm saying. Um, what I'm saying is, you know how Lil Kim has a lot of covers, like when nobody really cared about her and what she was doing, her music or whatever. She did a lot of covers, like she released a lot of covers. Even though it was her bars, it was still covers of other people's songs. So Nicki Minaj, this song that she's getting ready to release, that the one that sounds like the 6ix9ine record that she was on, um, I do like the sound of it, but I'm saying, like, why would you basically release the same style of a song that you was already on with 6ix9ine? That's what I'm saying.
Mm.
So
Okay,
yeah, but
we that's a point that
yeah.
you brought up. Okay. And you're not playing no games. That is your point. So we want to say thank you so very much for calling in.
All right. See ya.
Oh, thank you. Later. And that PP got me geek over there. Okay. 7680. Call you on air. 7680. 7680. 7680. I'm gonna try one more time. 7680. All right, you ain't ready. 5598. Five. Hi, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wally, how you doing? Hey, Wally, hey, Chad, hey, everybody.
Doing all right.
That's good. That's good. So first, I'm gonna comment on Nicki's video. So I like the song. I thought the video was a little corny. I think I'm with you. I think it's more like Nicki Minaj acting. Of course, she's not an actor, but I love that she had a lot of heavy hitters in there. Take it for what you want. She's Nicki. She's great. Like, I don't care if you're a fan of her or not. She's a Black woman doing her thing. I love it. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it, but I did, of course, viewed it. It was nice. It was a little box. Yeah, I liked it. I really called this comment on a FTN situation though. It's just kind of crazy how biased people are in this situation. But I guess that's just the way it is, because we do kind of live in a world of extremes, right? Like, people are either going to pick one side or the other, when realistically, none of us was there. No one knows what really happened. I do really feel like something happened to this little boy,
And we can't rule out Dooley though. We can't say like he had absolutely nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like he could have or he could have not. But I do feel like something happened to the little boy. I can't say that the mom was lying about everything. She definitely was lying about some things, but I don't think she was lying about everything. I think her son did tell her a story. And that's why she took the steps that she did, like taking him to the hospital, calling the police or whatever. But I do also feel like she's one of those females that would put a man above her kids, which is the reason why she will leave her kids alone in the house with a man she's only known for a couple of months. Who does that? Like, that's very dangerous. So yeah, I think she's one of those chicks, because she even said in Tasha's interview, like, I don't care how many times she would break up with him, she would always take him back. Like, she would give him money when he wanted money. And I think he knows how to play her. And that's what that phone call was about, the infamous 4-hour phone call, right? Like, he knew that this little boy had told her something. So he called her on the phone, ran game on her, got her to change her mind, got her to go out there and publicly say he didn't do it, which he could have not done it. But he did definitely manipulate her and played, pulled on her little heartstrings. And she went public and said that it didn't happen when something could have happened. And the fact that she leaves her kids alone in the house, it could have been somebody he brought over to the house. And that's the way the little boy is associating it with in his mind. Like, that's why he stayed duty. It could have been one of his homeboys. Like, she don't know who's in and out of her house when she's off getting her hair done and her nails done, and she's leaving these kids in the house by themselves or whatever. And everybody keeps talking about, oh, she's lying because she wouldn't make eye contact. Like, let's be realistic. Like, people, let's be logical about this. We all know liars that will look you dead in your eyes and still be lying. So we can't say that just because this girl wasn't making eye contact that, oh, that's a way to tell she's lying. Like, that ain't a way. Just like everybody's also bringing up the lie detector test. She also took a lie detector test and passed. So who's telling the truth? Like, lie detector tests aren't accurate. That's why they don't use them in a court of law. I wish they were. I wish it was as simple as, oh, let's hook somebody up to a machine and see if they're lying. But that's just not the way it works. Like, some people are master manipulators. They know how to control their breathing. They know how to control their heart rate and stuff like that. Either way, it's just kind of sad that the focus isn't more on this little boy and getting him the help that he needs. And maybe as a mother she is, but that's not the way she's putting it out public. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of becoming like a he said, she said, let me clear my name. Duty Low wants to clear his name. She wants to clear her name. And like the little boy is getting lost in the middle of it. Like, but to me, it's just crazy how many women are so quick to say, oh, she's lying, or oh, he's lying, and nobody knows what happened. I really don't understand, like, why people feel like I understand why people feel like she's lying, because she does come off that way. She does come off scorned. But two things could be true at one time. Like, this could have totally happened to this little boy and she still be a scorned woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all. I just wanted to throw my little 2 cents in about the situation.
All right. We thank you so very much for calling in. I do want to say, as a legal note, we did reach out to FTN Bay to get her side of the story and see if she want to release a statement. She have not responded to our email, so we definitely want to put that out there. We also reached out to Duty Low to get Duty Low side of the story. But we thank you, sister, for calling in. All right.
Y'all have a good night.
All right. The number is 646-716-8447. Let's go. 4778. You live on air. 4778.
Hello. Can
Hi.
you hear me?
I can hear you loud. Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to speak on the Nicki situation.
Yes.
Or what the girl said, not the last girl, but the girl before that, when she was saying like Nicki is heading in the direction as Little Kim. I think people got to be careful when they speak, because when we say things like that, not knowing that Nicki was the second most streamed female rapper of 2021, and the Do We Have a Problem song is #1 on Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube, and in like 30, 40 countries. So we can't say that Nicki is going down the lane that Little Kim went down because Little Kim is nowhere to be found. And then Nicki also broke Kim's record 2 years into her career, and she's still the most successful female rapper. So I think people just want to say something bad about Nicki but can't find anything to say. Me personally, I like the song, but that's just my opinion. I did think it was Bussin' was kind of trash, but I don't know. I'm just not into the whole Fifi trying to sound like Fifi, but that's just my opinion. That's it, Wiley.
All right. I just want to say it is. I am a fan of Nicki Minaj's music, and I like both. I like Bussin' more than I like then Do We Have a Problem? Okay. But I did reach out to Nicki Minaj, and hopefully she can respond back to our message. We sent her a message, and we said, "Dear Nicki, can you call into the Wiley Show, 646-716-8447? I spent my last dollar on Do We Have a Problem song." So hopefully she see that and she calls in. We definitely want to send her a respect for that. All right, let's go to the next caller. Anonymous, you live on air.
Hey, Wiley. First of all, I want to say FTN Day. She needs to change that name. That's a horrible name. But we have to give pause to Tasha K, because without Tasha K, we would not be talking about this story, the saddest story, because I never heard of this lady before. I never heard of this gentleman before. And I do want to state in that interview, yes, she had her eyes closed. Your previous caller before the last stated that people lie while looking you in your face. I'd rather someone look me in my face lying to me as opposed to closing their eyes, and I assume that you're lying. You're closing your eyes and talking. And you can't say she was passionate because she was closing her eyes. No. Something was way off. The story did not add up. And she also stated, because you read the statement, she also stated that the 3-year-old, which is Alex, a female, said that Dooley chased the little boy while he was naked upstairs, and Alex closed her eyes so she didn't hear nothing but a scream. The scream could be a hit. He probably popped the little boy. You don't know. But I'm saying once you go public, is the public opinion. She should have kept quiet. She should have made the first statement and then kept quiet. But now it's public. Everyone is going to be talking about this. Inconsistency. If I'm on the jury, you said your son lied. It's multiple lies. He sat on a stick. That was a lie. I mean, it's inconsistency to me. So I'm going to say that it was made up. I'm sorry to feel that way, but that's what it seemed to me.
Facts. That's how I feel about it. Seemed like it was made up because clearly when she said that her son lied, she just discredited the entire story. And that's why it's not good to go on social media and try to plead your case to the court of public opinion. You should plead it in the court of law.
100% agree with you. The first statement, that was okay. But you continue going on social media, that's what messed it up.
That was messed it up, 100%. Thank you, Icon, for calling in and giving your side, because when she put on her sunglasses and closed her eyes, I'm like, clearly that's a sign of guilt. That's a sign of not telling the truth. That's a sign of not having your story straight. And that was good that Tasha K even brought that to her attention and said, hey, why are your eyes closed? So that is a sign of a guilty party.
And I'm also glad that Tasha K brought it to our attention that she offered for her son to also be present.
Facts.
And she left the son with someone.
Absolutely, she did.
Because it is about your son.
Absolutely, she did. She left the son there. All right, thank you so very much, Icon, for calling in. All right, we go on to the next caller. The number is 646-716-8447. All right. 3278. You're live on air. 3278. Can you turn me down the back, please? Hi.
You're turned down in the back, Wally. I'm sorry. Okay, I just have to call back in and say to the callers that are saying that we have to be careful about saying that Nicki Minaj is going down the same line as Lakim. There are several interviews where at the beginning of this whole Lakim and Nicki Minaj debacle where Lakim was clearly saying it's better for you to be with me than against me. But Nicki was coming out with records like Pink Friday where she was calling Lakim, oh, a chimpanzee, telling her she was a monkey and things of that nature. She's a dryer she's old and she washed. So this is something that she started. And now that she is the age that Lakim was back then, I mean, like, how can you deny what's going on right now? Like, if she was the queen that she said she was going to be 10, 12 years ago, she didn't need Lil Baby. Why did she need Lil Baby to be on that record to make it pop? She's a queen. Remember, she said, you just a dryer sheet. You old and you're washed. Like, your time is gone. When was you on? Ricky Lake. So when was Nicki Minaj on Ellen DeGeneres? Come out and be by yourself. You don't need a feature. You the queen, remember? And when Lakim was competing with her, let's not forget, she was coming out with 1996 records, taking in the bud. Yes, what? She was doing interviews. I mean, not interviews, but she was doing concerts and things of that nature with all of her hardcore music. She wasn't even making new music. So when you say that, oh, we have to be careful. No, we don't, because when Lakim was coming out and competing against Nicki Minaj when all that was going on, she wasn't making no new music. She wasn't going looking for no new artist who was hot. Let me see who's hot and selling the most records where I can get them to collaborate with me. Now she was saying, I am icon. I am hip hop. I am mother. I am it. I don't have to do nothing but just go back and do club appearances with 1996 hardcore, and I can still stay alive. And it's 2021, 11 years later, and she's still staying alive with that. So now we don't have to be careful, because if we did have to be careful, then Nicki Minaj would not have felt the need to come out with this single and put Lil Baby, who owns streaming right now. She would have said, no, I am mother. I don't need that. I am mother. I am queen. I am queen of hip hop. I am I can just come out as me. But she didn't do that. She came out with Lil Baby, and still it's an epic fail. Goodbye. Thank you, Wiley.
All right. Thank you so very much for calling back in. I want to make sure I have a legal note here.
Mm-hmm. Epic fail, Barb.
The views
the dryer sheet.
Okay.
The dryer. Epic
okay.
fail,
I have to read this.
I'm on that level tonight, baby, because they queen.
Okay. I have to. One second.
She wasn't gonna grow old. She wasn't gonna never age. She wasn't gonna never age. She was gonna be 25 forever. She's 37, girl, and she is losing.
I definitely have to. One second. I definitely. Okay. 1 second. I definitely. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
You guys are 25 and 30 now, and your queen is losing.
Okay, 1 second.
She is losing.
Okay.
She is not young anymore.
Okay, 1 second. I do have to read the legal note. I have a legal note here. The views and opinions of the caller is not the views and opinion of the Wiley Show. We are a fan of Nicki Minaj, whether she's 39 or whether she's 29. We are a fan of her music. We have spent our money on that record, and we think that she does an amazing talent with Lil Baby. So we definitely want to put that out there. The views and opinion is not of the caller, do not reflect my views as the host and founder of this show. Okay, let's go to the next caller. All right, 8953, you're live on air. 8953.
Yes.
Yes. Hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
Wonderful.
So just based on the Tasha K and FTN Bay, I do not think that FTN Bay is wrong, but I do think that she knows something happened. Now, she could be blaming it on the wrong person, but something happened, and I would like to know, did she ever leave her son with anybody that she was not supposed to? I want to know, who did she leave her son with?
That's a good point.
And that's going to clear a whole lot of stuff up.
That's a good point. That's really a good point that you bring it up. I went on record to say she needs to lose custody of her son because she's an unfit mother. That's what I put out. Just me judging and looking at her because I think she's more concerned about being with a man than actually her being a good mother to her child.
Right. She's young. I know she's trying to live her life. But who did you leave your son with? Who did you leave your child with? Something could have happened. True enough. I believe something happened. But it's a possibility that it could not have been Duty Low. It could have been somebody else that she left her child with. And that's all I want to say.
All right. We thank you so very much for calling in. That's a very good point because even in the state's attorney's records that came out that the son said he was at home making macaroni and cheese, that he being home by himself. So that definitely was in those records. So we definitely want to thank you, sister, for calling in.
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. All right. The number is 646-716-8447. Let's go to the next caller. Anonymous, you live on the air.
Marquise.
Hello. Welcome to the Wiley Show.
Now, Nicki did not use auto-tune on this song. Voice of New York. Nicki did not use auto-tune.
That's your opinion.
Thank you.
That's your opinion.
She said it
That's,
in the song.
That's your opinion.
She said, do I have auto-tune?
It sounded like, one second, I don't care what she said. It sounded like auto-tune in my humble opinion. That's what it sounded like. Now, she did say, as I'm using auto-tune, she did pose that question, but it did sound like auto-tune to me, and I yield back. Go ahead.
Skills. No auto-tune. She doesn't have
okay, it sounded one second. It sounded like auto-tune to me.
Fine. She's 20. Okay, I'm 29. She's what, 38, 39?
She's 39 years old.
She's being shamed about her age. What is wrong with being 39? Okay, we have lots of male rappers that are much older than 39 that still rap. So to continuously bring up her age when we're talking about her lyrics and her skills and her talent, that's stupid. That doesn't even make sense. So what? She's 39 and she raps. Jay-Z, he's in his 50s. Diddy, Snoop Dogg, all these rappers that are still pretty much relevant, they're much older than Nicki. So I just think that is.
Well, the reason why I think
trash.
some other people bringing up her age, because when she was much younger, maybe a decade or so ago, she was attacking Lil' Kim age. So I think people is relevant, sister, that they're bringing up the age because when she was a decade younger, she was talking about Lil' Kim age and all of that. So I just think it's relevant where some of the Lil' Kim fans saying, hey, she's almost 40. She need to hang it up and she needs to stop calling herself a barb. So I do understand why they're bringing her age up because it is relevant in the conversation. I yield back.
Whatever. And then the lady that was even discussing Nicki's age, she definitely sounded like she was probably 55. So we're all going to get old one day. So I don't really think that is really not a drag to talk about somebody's age. That's immature. Just like talking about someone's appearance or their weight. Those are really not drags to talk about somebody's age. And that's all I wanted to say.
Did you have that same? Did you have that same respect? Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Did you have that same energy when Lil' Kim was being taught, when she was being dissed about her age? That Nicki Minaj led that train of calling out how old Lil' Kim is. Did you have that same energy and tell Nicki not to do it?
Because I feel like it wasn't. Because I feel like that had nothing. That didn't have anything to do with it. That had nothing to do with it. I don't feel like Kim's time was over because of her age. Let's be clear. Kim's rap went down the drain.
Okay.
Because, Biggie was her ghostwriter. Let's be clear. And I know that Kim does not Black Friday, all that stuff she came out with, all her latest stuff is not good. It's just that her skills left her. Can Nicki's skills be leaving her? Some say yes. I say no, because she's still relevant. She's doing the same kind of music that everyone right now that's hot, that's popping. They're coming out with features. Everybody that's hot almost has a song with Baby. You know what I'm saying? So, now it's a problem because Nicki did it. Get out of here.
All right. But
She didn't use auto-tune. She did not use auto-tune.
All right. Well, we thank you so very much, sister, for calling in. We will yield back to the audience, and we're going to go to the phone lines. The number is 646-716-8447. Last four, 9572. You're live on the air.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Okay, well, I've been DMing you and tweeting you for a long time. Okay, let me get a couple things straight about the auto-tune part. Nicki did use auto-tune just for the last part. She was asking him, is the auto-tune on, because she wasn't going to use it for the last part. And let's talk about the Lil' Kim thing. I don't know why even we still bringing that up. With the Lil' Kim thing, Kim was like obsessed, because it was to the point where, okay, she said Nicki didn't show her no love. There's multiple interviews of Nicki showing her multiple love. So that's when, when you get tired of it, it's like, girl, like, sit down, like, you old, washed up, like, leave me alone. You're washed up. Just leave me alone. Okay, and everybody else that's calling here sound old and sound stupid and sound clueless. Do your research. And Wigger, I want to get on you, because you said if this song doesn't hit one, Nicki is not the queen. But Beyonce, she's the queen. I mean, I love Beyonce. She's barely on charts. And her and Jay-Z both said, they don't think the charts determine anybody's bodies of work. So I understand how would this song not reaching number one, saying that she's not the queen? Like, it's really not making no sense. And it's really, sounding very crazy. And I wish I remembered, like, the other things that you've been saying. Oh, and another thing that you said, oh yeah, Nicki was mad at the City Girls because they did a song with Cardi. First of all, she wasn't mad about that. The City Girls did interview, and it was like, if you team Nicki or Cardi, they said we team Cardi because Cardi support us and Nicki don't support us. That's another thing. I'm just saying, Willy Wonka, do your research. Don't come on here spreading lies unless you want to be like Tasha K, because I don't like Cardi. But unless be like Tasha K, do your research. You journalists or whatever y'all let call y'all broadcasters, you Armand, all y'all need to do y'all research, because if y'all don't do y'all research, y'all will be looking stupid.
Well, for me, honestly, if she do not hit that number one spot, just like WAP did, we cannot humbly say that Nicki Minaj is the queen.
Okay, well,
she must hit a number one on the billboards if she want to come for that crown, because Cardi B currently have the crown as the queen of hip hop. She currently have that crown, and she had it for about 2 years. So let's see.
To be the queen, you have to actually write your rap. But Nicki just went live.
Cardi,
so I gotta speak this up. But Cardi doesn't write. And you know that. So and you're so flip floppy, because when I go through your videos, I actually subscribe. But I was like, when you start not doing your research, I have to unsubscribe. I'm like, he's not doing his research. What is this? Then I finally catch you live, and I've been tweeting you, DMing you. I'm like, this is crazy. What is this? Is this buffoonery?
Well, everybody, sir, have an opinion, just like Nicki have an opinion. I think everybody. I've done my research.
I will be seeing you in court. I will be seeing you in court if you said more lies about Miss Minaj.
No. Honestly, listen. You can do the court thing all day. I'm protected by freedom of speech, and I'm just having my opinion and being honest about Nicki Minaj, the same way these other YouTubers. They're being honest about it. That's you. But I do say humbly that Cardi B have the crown right now. That's what I believe humbly.
Tell Cardi to write a rap, and Cardi hasn't made money off of music since 2018, sweetheart.
No, she have made a lot of money off her music. Humbly, she have definitely made money off her music. Humbly.
Oh, girl. Oh, and another topic. Can we stop talking about Tasha K and Cardi B? Nobody cares about their beef. Let's move on because like for 2 weeks, your videos have been about Tasha K, Cardi B,
But
and Nicki
that
Minaj.
was a hot topic, sir. And so we're gonna talk about what is hot and what's current. So we talk about things that are current and what is hot.
How Drake is mad that he didn't have that baby from Rihanna. Talk about that.
No, we talked about. Hold on one second, Carl. Can I please educate you? We did talk about Rihanna and we did talk about ASAP Rocky expecting their first son or child or even twins, probably. So we talked about that. I just think that you probably didn't watch that video. So we talk about a whole plethora of subjects on this show.
It's like with your videos, it's like a skim and skin because I just don't know.
Well,
like I be trying to support y'all, but it's just like I don't know because I.
When you say support y'all, who do you mean by y'all? Who all do you watch on this platform?
You and Armand Wiggins.
Okay, and what's wrong with what we say on our platform? I'm trying to understand here.
It just be like I feel like sometimes y'all be leaning towards the other party or whatever, and that's Cardi like too much. I feel like y'all be giving Nicki so much or whatever, and it just be like, girl, like. Like pick a side. If you're gonna stay mutual, then stay mutual.
Okay. Well, I'm very neutral in here, and I definitely am a supporter of both parties. I'm supportive of the former queen of hip hop, Nicki, and the current queen of hip hop, Cardi B. So I'm fan of both, and I've always been a fan of both, and I will never stop being a fan of both, in my humble opinion.
Okay. I gotta say one more thing because she just went back live. To all the people in the comments, y'all are over 50. It's time to grow up. Get off of calling in worried about hip hop beef. Go and watch the Janet Jackson documentary. Go and watch some Mary J. Blige. Go and watch our grandkids. There's other things going on. Like go watch our grandkids. What y'all doing? Okay, bye.
All right, we thank you so very much for calling in. Let's go to the next caller, 3197. Call you on air.
Hi, Wiley.
Hi, welcome.
I was calling about the FNT. I guess the girl who did.
FNT, FTN Bay is what you're calling about. Go ahead.
At the time, I think I was watching it, and I believe her. Like, I do think, I think she's a young mother, and so I think at the time in the interview, she said that she didn't have any family or support. So, I mean, naturally, I think she is making mistakes that, like, someone her age who maybe has had, like, a mother or aunt or whoever around her could kind of guide her. So like leaving her children, with people and stuff like that, like, you would have an elder telling you, hey, no, that's, not a great thing to do. She doesn't have that. So I think that she is making those mistakes because she doesn't have the support. When I saw like her closing her eyes, I felt like it was due to her like processing what happened to her son. Like as a mother to like recant that story. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's hard to process and to say, to think about. She said that when she went and I guess like retracted and stuff, she promised, I think his name is Duty Low. She promised his family, like if he took the lie detector test and it came back, I guess saying that he hadn't done these things, that she would go back publicly and apologize. And so I think she was honoring that, but she said that the son can describe his peen. So I mean, I don't know. To me, she just seemed really hysterical. To me, I think that she really does believe that something happened to her son, and I think the platform that she went on was the wrong platform. She should have gone on a platform that would have handled it like a lot more sensitive. But I think that something definitely did happen, and I think, and like the son changing his story, to me, like kids do that, like especially if he's present, a child is going to protect themselves. They're not going to be forthcoming initially, and they may change their story. But I think for a child to pinpoint and say that it was him, I mean, it's just hard for me to think that a child is lying. So I don't know. I believe her.
All right. We thank you so very much for calling in. All right. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna get y'all. 0609, call you on air.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I wanted to talk about. I think it was like 4 callers back when she said that she was glad that the current female rappers aren't talking about sex and stuff. I don't think that people have a problem with it. I think that the rap industry is male dominated, and people clearly don't have a problem with talking about drugs, gang violence, men doing the same thing. So what's the problem when women do it? What do you think it is? Because they support the men that do it.
I feel you on that. That's a good point that you brought up, because men definitely do continue to talk about it. I wanted to hear something different from Nicki, and I'm glad that she's not talking about a WAP at all. So it's a good song.
But don't you think it's funny that the number 2 song is the song by, I think, Gunna, the Pushin'? So that, obviously, clearly it's people don't care. I think they just have an issue with women talking about their own sexuality, because men do it all the time. Like half the songs that are charting are all about, doing women and bending them over and doing lean and doing drugs and killing other people. So then why is it a problem when women do it if they're confident in it? I don't see the problem.
Okay, we thank you so very much for giving your opinion on that.
Oh, and I have one more thing to say too.
Mm-hmm.
About the FTN Bay. Like, I think molestation is something that's very sensitive, and I think that for our community, the Black community, I think it's sad that we never believe, the victims. Like the caller said, no one was there. We don't know what happened to her. But I think it's funny that people are bashing the woman, but their queen they're praising is married to a sex offender.
Okay.
You don't think that's funny? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're bashing someone, but you're praising someone who's married to a murderer and who's a sex offender.
Okay. Well, we thank you so very much for calling in, giving your side of the story. Thank you. Okay. I do have a legal note here. The views and opinions of the caller do not reflect the views and opinions of Wiley. I just want to definitely put that out there. We are fans of Nicki Minaj, but not her husband. All right. 959539, calling you on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hi.
This is my first time calling in.
Oh, welcome.
Oh, okay. So, anyways, the FNT babe situation. I don't know how I feel about that, but she was doing a lot on Tasha's show. So, I don't know. I feel like maybe she shouldn't be doing interviews if she can't really contain her emotions. And also, I do like Nicki's new song. I love the video. I also can't wait to hear the full version of Bussing. And yeah, but anyways, Wiley, I really just called to tell you that you need to have some rules when it comes to this call in. Like, people are arguing over you. They want you to handle HR issues. Like, I feel like you should set some ground rules, definitely.
Oh no, they can say what they want to say. Well, we thank them, and we want to call in. We will correct it when it definitely come up and everything. So thank you so very much for calling in. You said this is your first time calling into the show?
Yes.
Okay. Welcome.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Okay. We're gonna go to the next caller. 3278, calling on air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
Okay, so obviously tonight I'm just having fun with the Barbs, okay? So please forgive me, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So first thing I have to say, Barb, I am not 55 years old and I don't need to go to sleep. I'm a year younger than your fave, okay? So I think I can stay up because if you feel like she's young enough to still compete with Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Saweetie, Dream Doll, Asian Doll, all the other new and upcoming Suki Hunters, all the Saucy Santinas and all of those, that I sure can stay up if she thinks she can compete with these girls. So Please don't tell me to go to bed. That's the first thing. Okay. Please forgive me, Barb, if I am just having fun because I lived through your Nicki Minaj, the rise of the mean girl, when she said people were chimpanzees, that were dryer sheets, you're washed, you was hot during Ricky Lake. I'm sorry because I heard my queen tell her it was better to be with me than to be against me, and she's just now living through it. Can you guys forgive me? That's all, Wiley. I'm just having fun.
Thank you.
Like,
Thank
they thought they wasn't going to age. Girl, y'all have aged. And to the last caller, I heard you. You do need to implement rules. I won't be rude. But I just want to say, girl, your fave is washed. She is in the dryer, girl. She had to go and get little baby, the king of streams, to be on there with her. She is not queen because Muffa would never do that, girl. She was coming out with 1996 hardcore. Let's just get into it.
Okay.
Thank you, Wiley.
All right, thank you so very
She
much.
was.
All right, thank
when
you.
that was going on,
Thank you.
we didn't see Lil' Kim go get no new and hot Kanye West. Girl, she was coming out with 1996. That's what
Thank
a
you.
queen does.
All right, thank you.
I'm just having fun, boy.
Thank you.
Don't be
Thank
mad
you.
at me
Thank
because
you.
she
Okay,
is not
thank you.
queen.
Okay, thank you so much for
You're
calling
welcome.
in.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. All right, that was a smoke detector lady. She took all that, got the smoke detector going on. Beep, beep. Get the smoke detector. Put a battery in your smoke detector. Put a battery in your smoke detector. Put a battery in your smoke detector. All right, I just had to say that because you keep hearing that over and over there. Put a battery in that smoke detector. All right, 1137. You're live on the air.
Hey, Wiley.
Hey.
It's Rhonda.
Hi.
How you doing?
Wonderful.
Okay, listen. I've been crazy busy working, and I finally get a chance to relax. And I'm like, okay, what am I watching on television? And I ran across your channel, and I'm just having a ball watching your channel. You're so fun, Wiley.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, couple of things. I'll make it really quick. Okay, I love me some Nicki Minaj. I do not care. She's 39 now. Listen, I never knew when I was in my 20s and 30s. I thought I had the whole, like 100 years of living to do. And then in a blink of an eye, you're 40. Then you blink again, you're in your 50s. So all these young ladies, you'll have your chance too. But listen, Nicki Minaj, that's my girl. I love her single. I think she's beautiful, and I think she should keep performing until she's in her 50s and 60s. Look at Madonna. Madonna's what, 67? Something like that? 64? So, you know what? Nicki's my girl. I love her. I think she's beautiful. Now, the young lady that was on Tasha K's show, I don't know her name, but I found it, Wiley. I kind of wish Tasha did not show that girl. It was so, that girl looks traumatized. Her baby looks traumatized. The young man that's being accused, he's taking lie detector tests. I just think and then you see the video of the little boy without showing his face and his beautiful voice. I just think that I don't think it should have been aired. I think that some things don't need to be on television just because, and that girl is obviously troubled. Something is not right with her. And worst case scenario, if her baby was abused, sexually abused like that, he will always have her tape. So, as he grow up, he'll always, and the people that kids are mean in school. They'll say your mom was on there saying that your butt was dingle dingle dingle. Kids are mean, and that girl, she's so troubled that I don't think she could protect herself in any way. So I found it really sad. I kind of wish Tasha did not. Some things you can't air. That's one of those. I think that should have just been kept up. If anything, give her money to go to therapy. Give her, find a therapist for her. I kind of wish Tasha would have done that instead of airing that girl. That girl, she, it was a train wreck, and it was like we were watching it. It was kind of sad. So I did not like that. I felt really, my heart just ached for that young lady, for that baby, all involved in that young man. Because what if he's innocent in being accused of that, right? Can you imagine dating a girl and she's accused? That is something that will follow him too. But it's just tragic all the way around. So it kind of broke my heart a little bit watching it. So that's all I got to say. Thank you, Wiley, for being there to entertain us. Okay.
Thank you. All right.
Bye.
Okay. Bye. All right. We're gonna go to the next caller here. 3442.
Shout out to Nicki Minaj, Nicki Lewinsky, Nicki the Harajuku, Barbie, Queen Sleeves, going number 1 on iTunes and everywhere else. You feel me?
I feel you. That's congratulations
Hey, Wiley.
due to the help of Lil Baby, for I think he's 90% of the reason why I went to
Don't
number
even
one.
say that. No,
I
don't
have
say due to the help.
I have to say it's about 90 to 95% of the help of Lil Baby.
A collab is a collab. Okay?
It's 90 to 95% of help
Everybody
of the
wants
Lil
collabs
Baby.
with
I
Queen.
have to put it out there because Lil Baby was on the record and definitely went number one. Now the question is, would it reach number one if Lil Baby was not on there? She was on there by herself. So we don't know. That we're thinking about the former queen of hip hop, Nicki Minaj, with Lil Baby. So we don't know if she were to do this song by herself, would it reach number one? I'm just saying humbly speaking, in my humble opinion, that's what I have to say. Anything else you want to add to that, caller?
Yeah, they always hate on female rappers anyways. It's hard for any female rapper to go number one.
Right.
So,
Well, Cardi B doesn't have that problem.
Let's say
Cardi
that
B
too,
always.
with an original beat and not with an original beat and not with something that's catchy that make people reminisce on nostalgia from a different beat. We're talking about everything original. If a woman make a song, it's hard for her to go number one. Okay. I'm not just saying that because it's Nicki Minaj. It could be anybody that's good.
All right. Well, we thank you so much.
I'm not done.
Oh, you're not done? But go ahead. Go with your other part.
I wanted to talk about FTN Bay.
Oh, FTN Bay. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate, because regardless of the size of however it come out, I just feel for the little boy because anything you put on the internet is there forever. So whether the little boy get justice or whether Duty Low get justice, it's going to be in the universe. And that little boy going to have to see that 10, 15 years from now. And that's just the unfortunate part. And if she lying, it is, it's good for her to be exposed because it's so many of these girls, that's being idolized on the internet. And now you get to see like the truth behind some of these people and who they really are behind a pretty face that's on the internet that people obsess over. But let's really just pray for that little boy.
All right.
And about Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim. Lil Kim is good. We need to give her props. And we need to really stop talking about age. That is so old. And whatever you do it to the fullest. And if you're going to do it, it shouldn't be, oh, this person is old or that person is old because everybody want to call in and take up for Lil Kim. And that's good because she is the original queen. But let's be real, y'all slander her and her looks and how she talked. How she looked for years. Y'all wasn't even talking about no music. But now that all these other people and Nicki Minaj drama, y'all want to talk about paying homage and this and that. Like, come on now. Like, let's be real. Everybody just do their own thing and stop talking about age because that's old. That's stupid. That's just like, you could be 20 years old and doing it better than somebody 50. You could be 50 and doing it better than somebody that's 35. So just do what you do at the best place that you're in life. Don't think about your age because that could hold you back.
All
Have
right.
a good night, Wiley.
All right, thank you. Wow. You just never know who's gonna call in to the show. We want to say thank y'all so much for calling in. We want to say shout out to the former queen of hip hop, Nicki Minaj, and also we want to say to the current queen of hip hop, Cardi B. The ball is in your court. So we're gonna thank y'all. Make sure y'all please thumbs up the video and leave us a comment. I already know y'all gonna let me have it in the comments like y'all always do. You know, I want to say shout out to that. We also want to say thank you to all the moderators in the chat. We also want to give a happy birthday to Almond Brown 09. It is her birthday today. So we want to say happy birthday to you. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Almond Brown. Happy birthday to you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless Almond Brown. May the good Lord bless you. All right. We definitely had to talk about to the former queen of hip hop, Nicki Minaj. And y'all let us know how she did in the song. Follow us on Twitter at Wiley Show. We are trying to get the former queen of hip hop on our show. So we're definitely highly trying to get the former queen of hip hop on our show. We're gonna let y'all know if she decides to come on our show or not. We would definitely break that down for her to come on our show. All right. We also want to say shout out to all the moderators for their support, for their love. We also want to thank the producers. We want to thank the producers, the new producers, the returning producers. Y'all, we want to say thank you. Shout out to everybody for that. Okay. All right. Okay. I should have done the hook for Nicki Minaj. So you are right. She should have called me. And the reason why we say she's the former queen of hip hop because her time is up as the queen, and the new queen is Cardi B, in my humble opinion. All right. Thank you all so very much. I'm going to go ahead on because I got to write some more emails trying to get Nicki Minaj on our show. And we definitely going to try to continue to get her on the show 100%. If she's in the building, we're trying to get her on the show. So if y'all see her walking down the street, tell her to come on the Wiley Show. If you see her in New York or in California, y'all make sure y'all let her know that she needs to be on the Wiley Show. Go in her comments and tell her to come on the Wiley Show. I say in my humble opinion that Nicki Minaj should definitely come on the Wiley Show. All right, y'all. Got to go and put me some chicken wings in the air fryer, and we will see y'all in the next live. Peace.